Hey everybody, Vader's Vault here, showing off our latest custom saber out of the vault. This is Anglachel. It is a custom saber made for our very own Sanjuro of Sanjuro Systems. If you're involved in the custom saber community and hobby, you know Sanjuro for his mind-blowing and just awesome acrylic artwork in the form of his stands and holocrons and whatnot that he provides to us to enjoy. A couple years ago he bought into our build log, and he wanted a custom saber based on our Hiragrim model that we did a couple years ago. I had always wanted to revisit that design, so I was pretty excited to be able to jump at that chance and be able to make the changes to it that I wanted to make, and also to be able to fit in the upgraded electronics that Sanjuro wanted. This saber is sporting the Plector Labs Crystal Focus version 6 with the CeX board. So it has the smoothest color mixing available on the market. Coupled that with the Luxion Star Rebel Tri-Rebel LED, the red, green, royal blue, and you get just a myriad of possible colors that are very bright, very rich, and seamlessly integrated into the experience. One of the things I wanted to change from the original to this new one is I wanted the grip bar to be more prominent on the new saber. Not only did I want it to be aesthetically and visually more prominent, but functionally as well. The original saber, the grip bar kind of stopped midway, and I really did like the finger hold feature that we had on the original saber, but I wanted to add more functionality to it because I had to literally put more in this saber. We wanted to put a bar graph into it. But I was sort of running out of real estate with the fact that I have the two custom switches up here, the recharge port, the rice port. So with the bar graph, I actually fitted into a feature that was on the original. The original grip bar had just some milled slots for aesthetic and maybe even some extra added grip. On this one, I actually fit the bar graph underneath those slots and inlaid acrylic bar into the slots to diffuse the light. So it makes the bar graph effect very cool and very prominent because you can see it from the side or the top, which is a very interesting effect, especially in the dark. The front half I sort of terminated in a taper that matches the taper of the blade holder or the emitter end of the saber, and in the rear it has a cut that tapers along the back edge that tapers into the pommel. Just sort of to help your eye follow that line. The pommel is another area that we wanted to change. Sanjuro wanted the sound vents to be more of a fluted, a larger fluted look, and so we wanted the pommel more tapered to accentuate that. I wasn't really able to achieve that look on the first one because I was sort of new at trying my hand at that kind of thing. But on this one I pulled it off pretty well. The sound vents are very large, very open, and they are perfectly accentuated by the taper, and it lets a lot of sound out of there. It's a very loud saber. The dimensions are slightly larger from the original. That was necessary to accommodate all the extra electronics, the larger battery pack, and everything needed to go with it. But it still has very slender rear grip here with the lambskin leather wrap underneath the grip bar with the 3 finger holes. And let's get it turned on so you guys can see Anglachel in all of its glory.
At last, the dark side is your ally.
Alright. Get a blade in here. You can see the bar graph doing its idle sequence there, lighting up the whole acrylic bar. And it is visible, like I said, from the top like that with a big wide bar, or even from the side. And we'll get it turned on here. Well, the first font is set to our impression stopping purplicious purple. Very deep, rich purple, and very bright, as you can see here. And you can see at the back the bar graph doing its sequence. I think that the bar graph combined with the 2 lit switches help give this saber a very Old Republic feel, especially with all the artwork that they put into that game and the blinky keys and bar graphs that they have on the sabers in that game. So I think it fits in quite nice. The main switch is actually set to the crystal pulse and blinking depending on the font. On this font it's actually set to blink and idle, and during the ignition when it's on it actually pulses or breathes. And that can be adjusted also with the rice.
Accessing Imperial records.
And we get Korriban here from Madcow. Very nice and bright red blade, and that's just with a single die on the Tri-Rebel, and it's just incredibly bright. I'm very happy with that LED, especially in the color mixing configuration that we like to use them in, both with our Star Killers and our customs. And of course now we got a lot of red going on with these switches, the bar graph and the blade. A very cool hilt. I really like to thank Sanjuro for his patience and just his ability to just let me go and do my thing and without a whole lot of constraints. We always love that in our customers because it allows me to play and try new things. I'm going to get this off to him right away. Hope he enjoys it as much as I enjoyed making it. Thanks again, guys, from Vader's Vault. Enjoy.